Hey guys, welcome to ETOE's channel, ETOE. You guys must be wondering what is ETOE? What is ETOE? Firstly, let me clarify the first doubt. ETOE stands for Education to Employment. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk to you about what is it that we do to get you from your education to your employment. Alright. But before I do that, let me talk about what we do at ETOE. ETOE is an edutech startup, okay, which focuses on different kinds of domains in the education world. So education is the key word, and we use technology in order to enhance our processes, in order to make sure that students have the best and the most smoothest experience in terms of their campus life. Now, a goal for most of you all, especially for those of you guys who are watching who are in your final year, let's say you're in your third year in let's say a 3-year course, or your 4th year in a 4-year course. On your mind throughout your day in and day out, for many of you all, for some of you all it may not be that big of importance, but for most of you guys, one common thought is, where am I going to start working very soon? What job am I going to get into very soon, right? In that phase, a lot of students fail to realize that interviews and the way we interview candidates, the way we talk, what happens in an interview, a lot of doubts stay in our mind. What are some of the things that people might ask us? What kind of questions? You have never attended an interview in your past, right? You have never attended an interview before. So you might have this question as to, what kind of questions will the interviewer ask me? Is he going to be strict? Is he going to be happy? Is he going to look for something very unique about me? Or some people are also scared about interviews. I'm a training manager here at ETOE, and I head the training team. And along with training as a vast experience, I've also had experience in recruiting students as a freelance campus recruiter. You won't believe it that almost, I can say about 80% of the students who sit across me at an interview table are usually fumbling, they're shivering, they're playing with a pen, legs are shaking below the table. You might think that I am not able to identify what's happening below the table. You feel that I may not be able to see the stress, or maybe you cannot control it. But the point is, there is one way you can be able to control it, and that is by getting the right kind of help, the right kind of guidance, the right kind of mentorship. Alright, and that's where we come into the picture. We give you that kind of a guidance, that kind of mentorship as to what is that one thing, one or two things that you can do differently from all other students to set you apart from the crowd. Now remember one thing, in any interview, whether it is a campus placement interview or whether it is in, like, say you have 10 years of experience and you're coming and sitting in front of me, the goal is the same. I have a job which I need to fill in. I have a vacancy in my company. I need to fill this position up. Alright, and to fill this position, I'm looking for the right candidate. Now, for every skill set that exists in the world, there are hundreds of people who have that skill set. What am I looking differently is, how are you different from the remaining 99 people who are coming? Even if it is a small job where only 10 people are coming, or let's say only 2 people are coming for this interview, I am looking at what is it that you have that the other person does not have. Right? It could be that the other person may have a skill set, like let's say in terms of communication, but let's say if I'm hiring a software engineer, communication is not what I'm looking at. Alright, and don't mind you, it's not only the technical skills that we are looking for. It's not only technical, it's not only communication. We look for a mix of both. But to your surprise, let me also tell you that one skill that I look for is not just in their technical knowledge or your education or your skill sets. I also look at, as a recruiter, I personally look at, this one place where you talk about your hobbies and your achievements. Why do I look at hobbies or achievements? As a recruiter, I feel that if a person has a set of hobbies, if they have something that they are doing out of passion, if you are doing something apart from your education, your regular academic studies, if you are doing something else, that shows that you are taking a lot more interest in your life. Yes or no? We all have hobbies. Some students have written in their resumes, hobbies, watching movies, listening to music, common hobbies. But there are some people who have written things like stamp collection, or something as basic as traveling, okay, going for bike trips with friends, or knitting, or probably I've seen some really amazing hobbies that are put out there in their resumes. I've seen people talking about things like aquascaping. I've seen things about people who collect rocks. You won't believe it, but that's a hobby. They go around collecting rocks, and different rocks of different sizes, shapes. There are people who love pets. I once interviewed one student who had close to around 39 to 40 dogs at home. Okay, so a lot of pets, So different people have different things that make them happy, that keep them happy about what they're doing, that motivates them, and they feel that is that's the hobby. Okay. When I look at your hobby, I know that yes, couple of things that I can look from in a hobby is your dedication, is the fact that you are willing to be different from the rest of the people. All these kinds of things is what we look for. And as recruiters and as a team at ETOE, most of the trainers all worked as recruiters also. And in their recruitment experience, they have seen that, okay, fine, these students today, this is something that students lack. And they started mentoring students. We started with one student, giving him tips, sometimes our friends, sometimes cousins, sometimes relatives. We gave them tips, do this, do that, and then we realized that, hey, this is a profession. Unlike many of you all who are studying for your engineering or your accounts or your business studies, soft skills training was not a profession that is out there. Not everyone talks about being a soft skills trainer. Yeah, so this is one thing that we developed and we learned and we figured out over time, over the course of our years of experience. We realized that yes, this is something that we can do, and then we worked on our skills. We got ourselves certified as certified soft skills trainers. So all trainers here are certified in terms of training, and together as a team, we ensure that we give you the right kind of mentorship, the right guidance based on our past experience and our experience as trainers over the last couple of years. We give you that experience that you need in order to be able to crack those interviews, firstly. Apart from that, we also work on various other models like your internships, your industrial visits. But one thing that's amazing about ETOE, one thing that sets us apart, or I can say that's our USP, is the fact that in the last couple of years, we have tied up with more than 470 companies right now, okay? And our target is to reach 1,000 very soon. Now, 470 companies, when I say we have tied up with them, does not mean that we just went and said, hey, do you want to tie up with us? We are a campus recruitment team, right? It's not just that. It does not end there. We have signed something called an MOU. An MOU is a memorandum of understanding. When I say memorandum of understanding, there are terms and conditions that are mentioned on the MOU, one of which states that if at all a company has any vacancy for a fresher, right, for a college graduate, fresh graduate or a student, and they are looking to hire freshers, then they will let us know, and through us we will help them find that right talent. Okay, so because we have over 470 companies, one thing that we offer differently is that at the end of our training programs, we offer all our trainees a minimum of 3 guaranteed interview opportunities in your domain. Now when I say your domain, think about it, right? We have tied up with more than 470 companies. So when you tie up with such a huge pool of candidates, when you tie up with such a huge pool of companies, during this time what happens is you have different domains. We have people in real estate, in construction and development, civil. We have in engineering, you name the branch and we are there. We have companies that hire for banking, finance, healthcare, right, pharmacy. So name the companies, name the domain that you are interested in or the domain that you are looking for, and that's there with us. And so we look at your profile, we understand what you are studying and what is the right job for you once you graduate. But also sometimes some students, and I'm sure many of you all watching might have this feeling that, I'm doing engineering because I'm forced to. My parents said, please go and do engineering. We want you to become an engineer. So you're forced to be there. Some of you may have the problem where your parents own a business, and so they said, we want you to come and join our business, so you have to go and do business studies. Many students have this problem, especially here. We have a lot of people who force education on students, right? And for that reason, many of us are studying something that's not our passion. So we understand what you are good at, what is your skill set that you are looking for. Your parents may have wanted you to do engineering because you will get a good job. But there are thousands of other jobs out there. So what we do is we understand your skill sets. Over the course of the training period, we try and understand you better. We understand how you are as a person. Your personality is something that we spend time in understanding. And for all this, we create a profile and we say, yes, for you, this kind of a job is going to be best. And we give you 3 interview opportunities for 3 different companies. Now the next step is in your hands. Based on the training that we have given, you go into these companies for the interviews and we try and ensure that you get placed. So that's something that we do, okay? And even if many of y'all might have this doubt, okay, you give 3 companies, what if I don't get placed in 3? That's absolutely fine. Like I told you, we have a pool of 470. We aim to reach 1,000 very, very soon. So because of the number of companies that we have, the number of open jobs with us is huge, okay? And that plethora of jobs requires a lot of students, and that's where we are here to fill them up. Okay, and when I say 470 companies, does not mean 470 open positions, mind you. Some companies have 10 vacancies, some have 20 vacancies. If you look at a company like TCS, they hire every year, they hire in hundreds of freshers, right? So it's not just 470 jobs, there's a number of jobs, but in 470 different companies. So here at ETOE, we give you training in terms of your communication skills. We help you develop your communication skills. We help you improve in terms of, let's say, your language ability. We focus on the 4 aspects of your communication, which is LSRW. Any idea what that is? That's listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So 4 aspects, LSRW. So we train you on that. We train you for your interviews. We conduct mock interviews. We give you your group discussion tips and tricks to crack the group discussion, your resume building, your verbal ability, and your other written tests like your aptitude. But along with that, we also as trainers and with our experience, we feel that just by giving you this kind of information is not going to be enough. Right? So we also have other soft skills that we train you on, your interpersonal effectiveness, your, let's say, your communication in corporate world, right? Corporate communication, or your email writing, your telephone etiquettes, your time management, your emotional intelligence. There are thousands of different soft skills that everyone can learn. Remember, no one can be perfect in all the soft skills, but we can definitely learn and grow, right? And so on that note, I'd like to end with a small story that I'd like you guys to listen to, okay? So once upon a time, it's in a forest, and there was a lion and a tiger. Okay, so there was a lion and a cow. Now this lion is strolling through the jungle looking for food, and there's a cow who has left the farm where he stays, and he has come to graze in the forest. So this cow is happily grazing. It's enjoying the lush green pasture. It's so green, so juicy, so nice. Cow is enjoying his meal, and all of a sudden, the lion comes up there and suddenly sees this cow grazing away in the distance, and it says, yes, today nice fat cow, it's nicely eating, so it's nice fat cow. I'm going to go pounce on him, catch him, eat, enjoy my meal. Not just me, but the rest of my pride is also going to get good food. My cubs are not going to go hungry, so we are all going to be happy. Then 1 week, no need to go and eat, no need to hunt. We can all sit back and relax for a week until we are hungry later on. So with that intention, the lion slowly starts crawling towards the cow. And the cow, smart animal, it suddenly notices that the lion is kind of approaching it. So what the cow does, it quickly raises its head and runs, takes a huge leap and starts running. Okay, and now it's running at top speed, as fast as it can go. The cow is running. Obviously, the lion is faster than the cow, so the lion from a distance he also starts a hot chase. Both of them are running. Now, as the cow is running, suddenly he sees in front of him, there's a huge marsh, okay? Something like wet sand or quicksand, like some of you all may know it. He sees it's all muddy, watery mud, okay? And it's a huge place. So the cow has only 2 options. Either turn back and run somewhere else, okay? Or run inside it. So he's running, he notices that, but he does not stop to think. He just runs straight into the marsh. Without thinking twice, it runs straight into the marsh. And the lion at the back is thinking he'll turn around, and suddenly lion's also shocked. How is this cow just ran into that marsh? Lion is very happy. He's not going to be able to escape. It's thick sand, it's going to hold him in. So the lion also runs really fast and chases. Now the cow manages to reach a few 100 meters in the front and then goes and sinks into this mud, and it's stuck from all sides. It's stuck in the mud and it's trying to escape. It cannot. The lion says, my job is to go and eat. I'm going to go and eat. And he also goes running straight into the marsh. Now, after running into the marsh, both of them are stuck and they're facing each other and they're both looking at each other, and the lion is saying, no matter what, today I'm going to ensure that I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to chew every bone that is there and leave you. The cow on the other hand is very scared, okay? It's going on struggling, it's trying to move, all these things. Both are struggling for about 40 minutes, okay? After about 40-50 minutes, the cow suddenly calms down, okay? And it looks at the lion and it says, I'm not worried, I'm going to be saved. So the lion says, I'm the king of the jungle, okay? And how are you going to be saved from this? If I cannot save myself, how can you save yourself? So the cow says, don't worry, it's almost 4 o'clock in the evening now. In another few hours, it will get dark. Once it gets dark, I will be saved. Now this lion is getting more angry. This cow thinks he's over smart, thinks it's very smart. What does the cow think of it? I'm going to make sure that I eat it. And then the lion is still struggling while the cow slowly manages to relax. After some time, at around 7 o'clock, once it gets dark, the cow says to the lion, look there. And then the lion looks that side. A farmer has come with a group of other people, all holding torchlights in the night fire, and they're looking around for the cow, and they're calling the cow by its name. And the cow is very happy that these people have come to rescue me. A farmer, if he loses his cow, is a big thing, no? He'll not just let it go saying it's gone. So he'll go looking for it. So this farmer also came looking for his cow. And when he came searching there, the cow started making noise, and they all said, oh, the noise is coming from there, and they came running to see that the cow and the lion are both stuck in the marsh. Okay? So what did these guys do? Naturally, all of them went. They first tried to go close, then they saw, okay, lion's also stuck, it cannot do anything. So they went, they rescued the cow from there and brought the cow onto dry land. Same time, out of pity, right? We all like all animals, so they went tried to go and rescue the lion, but lion you think will allow? No, hungry lion, no? So once it says, okay, no cow means it's okay, at least farmer I will get. So anyways, these guys say, ignore the lion, it does not want our help, so they take the cow and they go back. Okay, so the cow gets rescued. Now in this story, I would like to give you a moral. Okay, the moral is very simple. There are two types of people. Some of us who are like a lion, we say we are the king, we are good at everything, there's nothing else that we need to develop, there's nothing else we need to improve on. While some of us are like the cow, our aim is to get saved, and don't forget, the farmer is like a mentor, is like a teacher, is like a mentor. The farmer is somebody who guides you, who is looking for you, who takes care of you, and is also looking out for you, right? Who looks for your success, your safety, your growth. All these things is what the farmer does. Now the farmer can be different people in your life. Your parents, your teachers, your college staff mates, your friends maybe, and also people like us who come to train you guys. Okay, so we are also like farmers who want to take care of students who are kind of struggling. You are not lost, but you may be having some kind of a difficulty. That's where we come in with our mentorship, and it's okay to take help. Alright, some of you might be wondering, should I take help? Won't it be like I'm not very good? It's okay, all of us, even if you ask me, even I need training, even I need help. Okay, no, but none of us can be perfect in our soft skills. There's no perfect human being, right? So all of us can develop on one skill. If you ask me, for example, my time management skills are not very great. Okay, I usually find it difficult to come 10 minutes before a session. Usually if it's 10 o'clock, I will end up there at 9:58, 9:59. But if somebody wants to look for me before that 10 minutes, they will not find me. I'll still be on the way. So this is a skill that we need to work on. Time management means not going on time, but it means going at least 10 minutes early. So that's a challenge that I face, and I'm working on it. Now I just can't say tomorrow I will go on time, right? I need somebody to guide me. I need a mentor. So other soft skills trainers give us tips, they give us mentorship, they talk to us about what you can do in order to enhance this kind of a performance. So all this put into perspective, I'd like to tell you that it's okay to take help. We are here to help, and we would be very, very delighted to have you helping you. Okay, if you want more details on what we have to offer, if you want to know more about ETOE, then you can visit our website. It's www.etoe.in, which is etoe.in. So you can visit our platform. We have a list of the companies that have tied up with us. We have a list of our domain and whatever we have to offer, and you can also leave us a message there, and we will be more than happy to get in touch with you. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Thank you.